Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Betholkis, and it's time for The Boys, Season 3, Episode 3, Barbary Coast. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos. My vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you're feeling lucky about YouTube actually notifying you when I come on live, you can hit that bell down below there, and maybe they will, maybe they won't. Or you can go over to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. There we go. With all that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right? Give me enough time to hit pause or run away or whatever you're going to do. All righty. Nope. Sorry, I thought I had chipped Modoc there, but I had not. It was just a shine on there. So yeah, this again, we have a lot of stuff flying at us fast and furious in this episode. We open up with the Little Miss Superhero pageant, and we see a young Starlight not doing a very Christian thing, if you will, doing the Britney Spears song "Hit Me Baby One More Time" in a very sexual suggestive dance, and she's basically telling her mom that she's not feeling good, and her mom's like, well, work through the pain, that's kind of thing. And you see her do this grip thing behind her back and with her hand, and she goes on with the show. This comes into play later on, of course, in this episode. We have, of course, Huey does not want to confront Newman or Nadia at this point either. So he has Kimiko break his arm so that he can get out of work because, he needs some kind of credible thing. And he knows that, Nadia is going to see through any kind of lie that he has since they've been working together for so long. So, yeah, she just snaps that fucker. In the meantime, Frenchie, he has to go off and he gets a phone call and he needs to go. And Butcher's not happy about it. And Huey's like, well, I'll go along with you with the ride to Mallory because, Butcher's going to go over and confront Mallory about the whole, you know, where Soldier Boy is. He's not dead kind of thing. So, yeah, we've got all that going on too. And in the meantime, after Homelander's outburst, I guess you could say, on his televised party, Ashley lets him know that he's up in the Rust Belt among, white males. Big surprise there, quite a bit. And that he and Homelight, or I should say, I kind of went a little farther. He and Starlight together have a 98% Q rating, which no one's ever had that before, not even Soldier Boy. And he's nude as she's telling him this, and he's getting an erection because of that news. Yeah. Just some really fucked up shit, really. So yeah, Frenchie ends up meeting with Sherry. I remember Sherry. Well, Sherry's been on hard times because in the last year, because not everyone gets a CIA job, as she puts it, and she went back to working for little Nina, who I guess deals drugs. And Sherry supposedly lost or got stolen a 11-kilo shipment of drugs while she was high. And Frenchie's like, don't worry, we can make it better. And Sherry's like, no, you know what she did to that other guy who did the same thing. How long was he alive when she was cutting pieces off of him? And yeah. So Frenchie, of course, gives her some passports and she's on her way. And in the meantime, Frenchie gets picked up by some Russian dudes to go and see little Nina. And that meeting does not go very well. Little Nina lets him know that no, she did not have the packages stolen from her, but Sherry actually stole the drugs herself because she's a drug addict. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And he tells her, "I don't know where she's at. Fuck off. I'm done." Kind of thing. And yeah, little Nina and him have a history, of course, at this point. And she also knows Butcher as well. So I can only imagine what's going to happen when little Nina and Butcher get together because they're the same type of personalities. And I'm fairly sure it's not going to end well. In the meantime, we've got Butcher and the group. They go over to Ryan's safe house there where Mallory is. And Kimiko and Ryan get, a little uh, one-on-one time, I guess, talking about how they hate their superpowers, but hating having superpowers, which is kind of a nice. We're getting a little bit more character development for Kimiko on this season, which I'm liking. I know we had a little bit of it in the first season, or yeah, in the first season a bit, and a little bit in the second season, but this feels a lot more um, personal rather than just her backstory, if you will. And yeah, it was kind of nice to see them together and both just kind of lamenting their powers and how they have them and they don't want them because they're afraid of hurting other people. Um, and in all of this too, Billy is coming down off the compound V and he's just puking his fucking guts out and also trying not to burn anything down with his eyes because his eyes are, going off, the laser eyes are going off too in the bathroom. In between Mallory telling him what happened in Nicaragua in 1984. Of course, Butcher has to threaten her with, he goes, "Remember all those agents' names that I got out of your safe?" He goes, "Well, do you want me to post them up on Facebook? Because all those people are going to be fucking dead unless you tell me what happened in Nicaragua in 84 and what happened to Soldier Boy." And so, of course, Mallory relates this whole story. It's the Iran Contra affair, of course, that happened. That's what she was working on. Operation Charlie, Reagan's little pet project. And Mother's Milk is really pissed off because, of course, she confirms the fact that all the coke that was being brought through Nicaragua and into the United States was specifically targeted to urban areas, not white areas, but urban areas in the 80s, which, yeah. Um, so she tells about how Payback ends up in their little band that she's at. Stan Edgar has brought them in because, of course, Stan Edgar wants to introduce soups into the military. Does this sound familiar? Yes. 40 years down the line, and Stan is still trying to get the same fucking thing through. He's trying to put soups in the military, and it didn't work then. It's not going to work now. Black Noir is there as well. We see Black Noir without his mask, and he's a black man. So this is a change from the comic. I don't know whether or not for those of you who are out there, again, I'm in the spoiler version anyway. So if you haven't read the comic, cover your ears right now if you're going to go and read the comic, and I'll give you the high five sign when I'm done. So in the comic, Black Noir is actually a clone of Homelander that is Stan Edgar's insurance that Homelander won't go fucking insane and kill everybody because they'll have a backup and he can you know, um, take out Homelander if need be. But it actually drives him insane waiting for so long that he ends up, needing to be killed by both Billy and the government in the military because he goes insane and tries to kill everybody as well. So that's the difference from the comics. In the show, of course, Black Noir is just a black man, and Stan Edgar says that's not going to play well in the United States. Okay, so we're done with that comic spoiler. Um, there you go. And we see, of course, Swatto, who is this flying guy with wings. Uh, of course, gives away the position of the camp. The the Nicaraguan army comes in and just starts obliterating the Contras, as well as Payback is just killing everybody that they can in their field of view because they're assholes, including Soldier Boy, Crimson Countess, gunpowder just being the worst one of all, just, mowing everybody down with that big 50 caliber gun. And Mallory gets knocked out, and all she gets is from Crimson Countess is that the Russians have taken Soldier Boy away. We don't know if he's dead. We just know that he was knocked out or he was taken down by the Russians, and the Russians are flying him away. That's all we know. And that's all she knows. So, yeah, we don't know if they used a weapon on him. We don't know what happened. We just know that he's in Russia. That's it. And, Billy's pretty pissed at her, and he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm never going to fucking forgive you. You could have, prevented a lot of deaths. And yeah. So, and then he also burns bridges with Ryan as well. And because he needs to go and be Billy, is what he needs to be. He needs to be Butcher. He needs to go out and become the meanest motherfucker in the room. And Mallory actually talks to him about this and says, I was wrong about you. You are your father. You are you just want to release all your hatred onto the world, is what she tells him. And he realizes that, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. And he leaves. Of course, the group leaves, and he meets up with Frenchie, and Frenchie tells him about little Nina. And he says, well, get together with little Nina because we're going to Russia, is what's going to happen. Oh, man. And then we've got America's Next Hero, where, and I almost forgot, before Homelander actually pushes and tells Starlight that, yes, Supersonic is going to be one of the next of the 7. But in a twist, as he says, we're going to bring back the Deep. And she doesn't want to have it happen. And he's like, too bad. My number's up too. And we work well together. Our numbers are up together. So you've got no say in this, is what he tells her. And in order to bring the Deep in this as well, he makes the Deep eat his octopus friend Timothy, which is probably the most disgusting scenes I've seen in a long time. And I mean, this is even worse than the penis exploding scene, because the Deep is talking about Timothy begging for his life, that he's got family, that he's praying as he's putting him in his mouth. I mean, it's just disgusting and horrifying at the same time. But he does it in order to get back into the 7. And we see, and also Starlight had tried to talk Supersonic out of it. She told him that Homelander's a homicidal maniac and to run as far away as possible. And Supersonic, being the nice guy that he is, or so we think, says, I've got your back. And he says, I'm gonna accept it. And he goes, just so I have your back, so you're not alone in all of this. And as they announce this on TV that Supersonic's the next one in the 7, and that the Deep is coming back, Homelander switches things up again and says that he and Starlight are dating, and then he pushes the hashtag Homelight and kisses her, and she is fucking freaking out. And we see it's being taped, of course, and so they want to run this by again. And yeah, I mean, and you see her gripping her hand, and just, as she's kissing him, and she's, of course, you know, in pain, obviously, at this point, but she's taking one for the team. And again, this was something too that Huey was on the phone with her and told her that she needs to stay and keep tabs on Homelander no matter what, is what he tells her. And he feels like a shithead, a shitheel, honestly, for doing this to her, and rightfully so, honestly. Also, we have A Train a bit in here as well. So A Train meets up with his brother and tells his brother that the doctor said, basically, it's like playing Russian roulette. If he runs, he could be fine. If he runs, his heart could explode. Either way. So they don't know what's going to happen. And um, his brother ends up showing him a video of I have it here. Uh, Blue Hawk. There we go. Blue Hawk. And Blue Hawk murdering an innocent dude out on the street, and his brother saying, you could stop dudes like that. You could help people here in the neighborhood. And I'm wondering if A Train's going to switch sides and help out with, how Queen Maeve has done as well, and is helping out Billy, and maybe A Train's going to help out and start helping out the team as well, since he knows what Huey is as well. So, yeah, good episode. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going down. Looks like we're going to Russia. Looks like we're going to go and see more Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy is just a fucking dick. Hey, Mercenary X84. Um, yeah, and so it's funny, the whole Captain America-esque thing. So funny backstory on all of this. Jensen Ackles was up for the role of Captain America, the MCU version of Captain America, and he couldn't commit to the filming because of the Supernatural schedule. And actually, he asked about trying to uh, get time off from the Supernatural shooting. They wouldn't let him. So it was kind of a dick move. He was almost Captain America by a small amount there. So having him be Soldier Boy is kind of like the next best thing there. And yeah, yeah. Yes, Mercenary, the deep can't stop getting animals killed. Although this one was really not his fault. That was Homelander pushing him. And yes, Movie for Nobi, I agree with you. Homelander has gone full on fucking crazy. And like I was saying last episode, uh, this series, this show walks that knife edge between dark comedy and just this pathos, and it does it so well. I mean, you could easily fall off to one side and just be, oh my god, that's fucking disgusting, I never want to watch this again. And you could also go to the other side and have it be campy and just go, yeah, that's pretty shitty the way they did it. But the way Kripke is writing it, the way the people are directing this, the way people are acting in this, it's spot on. And it's just this, they do a great job on this show. They really do. Yes, Penn, he is the anti-cap. By the way, if you ever get a chance to, um, Vought has a Twitter account, Vought Corporation, and so they have all kinds of stuff like videos and stuff like that. There's also the anti-Vought. I can't remember what it's called now. But if you can also follow them on Facebook if you have a Facebook account too. And they released the anti-drug PSA that Soldier Boy did in the 80s, and then they have the outtakes, and the outtakes are hilarious. I know they went with fuck, I'm blanking on his name. The guy who directed Rosebud. Um, oh my god, now I'm blanking on his name. Um, but anyway, he is famous for going off on the Bird's Eye food commercial. There's a uh, audio version of him just going off while he's doing the frozen Bird's Eye food commercial and just laying out f bombs and all this stuff with his rich voice and everything. And I'm just blanking on the actor's name now at the moment. Fuck. Um, Now I have to look it up because that's who I am. And it's just gonna drive me nuts. Um, and I can see him. He did the Paul Masson commercials, all that kind of stuff, and I am blanking on it completely. Uh, Someone help me out here. No one did on this one. Hang on a sec. Yeah, because it's driving me insane, and I need to find out. Orson Welles. Thank God. Orson Welles. There we go. So Orson Welles back in the 70s was doing a commercial for, Bird's Eye, the frozen peas or whatever, and there's an audio. I mean, it's fucking hilarious because he gets so pissed and you can just hear the venom in his voice as he is talking to this director and he's belittling this director, this voice director. And I mean, yeah, it's hilarious. And that's actually what this is kind of a take on. That Soldier Boy did, the PSA. It's kind of a take on that Bird's Eye thing as well. Oh man, yeah. If you get a chance, just look up Orson Welles' Bird's Eye commercial. I'm sure the audio's out there someplace. The guy who does Bender's voice for Futurama, he does a great Orson Welles impersonation, and at conventions he'll do the whole Bird's Eye bit. He and I mean it's spot on. It's funny as hell, and I almost pee my pants laughing every time I hear it. So yeah. But yeah, good stuff. Can't wait for Friday. Of course, we're gonna have episode 4 come up here. Um, Tomorrow is gonna be busy as well. So what else do I got going on this week? Well, tomorrow is going to be a double header. It's gonna be Obi-Wan Kenobi first, and then of course Miss Marvel, the first episode of Miss Marvel. Thursday, I'm gonna be off. Friday is going to be The Boys, episode 4 of The Boys. Saturday, I'm gonna be off. Sunday is going to be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Monday, I'll be off. Tuesday will probably be another episode. Is it worth my time? And then, of course, we roll back around to, well, I'm just going to say it's Tuesday, where we are. Not entirely movie for nobody. He didn't use all that one vial. He, remember, he just used some of it and he didn't take the entire dosage of that vial. So I'm sure he's going to be able to get some more. I'm fairly sure. But yeah, I mean, oh God, this is just. He shot up twice from that first vial, by the way, movie Funobi. He shot up once and he was just trying it out. And then when he went back after getting shot in the leg by gunpowder, he shot himself up again the second time. So yeah, he had two shots out of that one vial, and he still had the two vials left. So I think you're able to get two shots out of the one vial is what he had going on. Yeah, the show's actually really damn good. It really is. So, speaking of really good, what came out today on video on demand. So you can rent it on, it's across multiple platforms, everything, everywhere, all at once. If you haven't seen it yet, it's available for rent for like 20 bucks. I think you can buy it for 20 bucks is what it is digitally. It's also going to come out on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, whatever, July 5th as well. So if you want to wait until then, you can always go and take a look at my archive. Is it worth my time? And I actually did a review of that movie. So yeah. Yes, movie Finobi. Butcher was a dick to his stepson because he needs to be the meanest motherfucker in the room, like I said, to be able to do what he needs to do at this point. And he needed to cut off ties. He couldn't be daddy anymore. So he had to I understood what he was doing. I do. And but it doesn't mean it's right either at the same time. He and Homelander are so much alike. So much alike. It's ridiculous. Movie Finobi says, yeah, I pre-ordered it, released it at midnight. Ah, nice. Yeah. I just ordered the 4K version of everything, everywhere, all at once. I like my physical media. I really do. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for the rest of the night. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, why? Take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, on the way out there, hit that like button and the share button as well. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week. Also, I have the schedule of what's coming up for like the next year here, like what's going to be released. Not in its entirety, of course, but pretty much everything that I'm kind of interested at the moment and that I'm probably going to be covering. So that's all there as well. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages too. Yeah. Mercenary says X84 says, yeah, with the powers, the similarities are even more apparent. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Thanks, Pen, by the way, for putting up the review for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. Um, she is the best mod. I know. Yeah. That's why she gets all the gifts too. Well, she actually was the only one that commented last time. That's why she got all the gifts. So oh man. All right. Thank you, everyone. I will see you again tomorrow for the double header. Hopefully, I can do it at 6 because I'll be able to do it at 6. The thing that was going on with this one was because of the 3 episodes, I was blending them all together, and I had to go back and rewatch some of episodes 2 and 3, kind of scrolling through and kind of getting an idea of the talking points of some of the episodes. So that was the reason why it took me a little longer to get through there. I know, Pen, they come for the content, supposedly, not the prizes. Oh, man. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for the doubleheader. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may have to go to Russia to go and find out what the fuck happened to Soldier Boy and see if there's a weapon that's available that can also take out Homelander because, well, you're probably going to need to at some point. Hey, Carl. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe, be well, take care. Get those vaccine shots, get those boosters as well because they don't work without them, and start wearing those masks again. God damn it. COVID's starting to spike again. And people around me are getting it. I'm getting itchy now at this point because I'm trying to avoid this shit. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night and stay safe out there, everyone. Have a good one. Thanks.